Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Garden on My Mind. I thought I'll make a video today which will be focused on how can you decorate your kitchen with plants. Of course, kitchen is a very functional area. We need to be careful about not to over decorate, especially with plants, because it might not fit into the functionality what a kitchen is supposed to do, and particularly because it is regarding food. Decorating your kitchen with plants or say any other knickknacks will depend on what are you expecting out of your kitchen. The kitchen landscape, particularly in India, has gone through a massive change in the past, I would say 15 to 20 years. I remember when my mom or my aunties used to cook, the only thing was there was a shelf made of cement and some cement slabs on which a gas stove was there. That was the idea of kitchen. But as people moved more towards the city and we had access to these designer kitchens, etc., things have changed considerably. And we are at a stage where now people have two kitchens. One is the wet kitchen and one is the dry kitchen. So the wet kitchen is supposed to do all the dirty work in terms of, frying and washing and things like that. And dry kitchen is more for, once in a while you use it, or for very specific food or cooking you use it. And also people want to, when they want to entertain the guest, they generally do it in the dry kitchen. So in my house, this is the kitchen area. So this is the countertop, which is an induction with the chimney. I'm just giving you a landscape, in terms of where things are in the kitchen, so that I can plan decorating the kitchen with plants. And here is the sink area, and here there are some containers, and lot of my propagation goes on here. It is not looking so nice, it is looking pretty ugly, so we'll just move all of that. Here near the kitchen sill, it is a very good place for propagation of plants because it gets a lot of indirect light, which is good for a new node or a new leaf to grow. And this side I have again these different plants are propagating here, and if you see I have these uniform bottles here which is looking nice. These are beer bottles. I'm making good use of it. But today I'm going to remove some of these so that this place looks nicer. So let's first start with cleaning up the space. So now I have a blank canvas. But first I'll try to put some functionality into the kitchen, not only decorate with plants all around. So let's get some functional kind of things. It's easier to have like cups or mugs this side so that it's convenient for anybody who's cooking to just grab the cup or the plate or the bowl. So I'll put some of them here and then we'll try to decorate with plants. So these are, I won't say fully functional jars. They are made of tin, but I use it to store pastas. The lids are not very tight. So if you put something in a plastic and put it inside, it's better. And I have this LED lit star which looks very nice in the night. So if you light it up, it looks like this. So I'll place it at the top. So I have left one space here to put the plant. But while putting plants in the kitchen, you have to understand the lighting. So this area is very dark. You can see it a little bright because the lights are on, but I would say it's towards the darker side, towards the lower light side. So you have to think about the plants which can, live in a little lower light. Though it's not recommended, but the vining plants like Scindapsus, pothos, or say philodendrons, the hanging ones, will do really well. So this is a Scindapsus, a really beautiful one. It will go very well here. I'll rearrange a little bit because I've got another vining plant. So what I'll do is I'll move maybe this jar here, this one a little bit here, and I've created some space here for a this is a Manjula potho which has grown really long, so I can put it here and it can hang down. So I'll just do that. This one is a little longer, so I've just wound it here so that it's not falling on the slab. So what I decided is that on the top I've cleared the other propagations because the bottles was of different size and shapes. So since these are all uniform, I'll put them at the top because anyway the hand doesn't reach at the top. So it will be a uniform propagation counter, and these are mainly pothos. This is a Monstera addisoni and some mithans, some philodendron, etc. So this particular area doesn't have much like cooking activity going on because this is a dry area, and so I can afford to put some more plants here. So there is one space there at the corner where I can put a trailing plant, a vining plant. I'll find out something which I can put there. And this is a place where generally a bit of baking, because my oven is on the left hand side, so baking and all that happens, preparation, but not like frying and all that. So this place generally remains dry. And here we can have I'm planning to keep some, say, stemware, because sometimes we mix cocktails around this area. So let's do that. So I'll put some stemware here. Can pass me those. I think it's looking okay. And now time for the plants. Let me find something. So this is called turtle wine or something like that. Grapevine, turtle wine, I'm forgetting. So it grows profusely and it needs a bit of light. So that's why I'll put this. So these trail and grow very fast. Since it needs a bit of light, so I've decided to put it in front of the window so that it can continue with its growth and it will look nice. And here I still have some space. This is a Brazil, philodendron Brazil, which we can put it here. So this will give a kind of layering. Like this is bushy, but it's little sparsed out, and this is much more, I would say, bushier. This one more close to each other. So I think this side is kind of done. What do you think? So if you see here, I have this whole windowsill kind of empty for me, And while designing the kitchen, I had actually asked the tile people to extend the sill a little bit, so there's a gap here so that I can keep the plants. So plants have always been part of all my design. So I have 4 plants here which do well in low light. This is a Scindapsus exotica, similar to that vining one. So this does great in low light, and this part is pretty well lit, so I can put it maybe here. And if you want to create layers, right, in terms of how your eyes want to see around, you can put some plants with different sizes, different shapes. So what I'll do it in this corner, I'll put something with a little bit of height. So this is my Monstera Peru, which is in a pot which is slightly longer. So I'll put it here. The Scindapsus here. Ferns do very well in this kind of lighting, like indirect bright light, and this part of the house is very cool as well. So maybe I'll put it here. It's grown beautifully. Look at the roots. The roots are very fuzzy, very furry kind of. So it shows that the plant is doing well, because these are all new shoots and the roots are looking nice. I can either put it this way or say this way. I think that way is looking better. Yeah, this one, what we can do is, this is a Jose Bono philodendron. So they are supposed to have variegation. This is relatively a rare plant, rare in the sense that you don't get it in local nurseries. You have to either buy it online or keep a track on Facebook Marketplace or Instagram. But these often, when I bought it, it was not very easily available. Now mostly the private sellers have those, and the prices have also come down quite a bit. So this, what I can do is, I can put it in this corner. Remove this. So in any case, in my case, I don't put anything in that corner, because it's you forget to reach out and it stays dirty. So I think this plant is filling up that corner. I have this long vase which I generally use for propagating monsteras or some bigger philodendrons. This you might have seen in some of my videos. So this, what we can do is, we can maybe put it here for decoration. And I'll tell you what we can do here. In the meanwhile, if you cook regularly, and if you have a lot of cookbooks like I do, I love cooking, I like trying new cuisine. I also bake a lot. I actually bake sourdough as well, and I have an Insta handle for sourdough, but though I have not been baking recently, but you can check out the page. So these are few of my books. One is an Italian cookbook, French cookbook. There is one on silk route from eastern to the west frontier, and this is a book on wines of the world. I'm still learning about wines. And I have a book on our own cuisine, which is like Bengali cuisine. And what I generally do is, I just keep them here so that it is easily accessible to me when I'm cooking. These are 2 oil dispensers, or you can say, you can put balsamic or whatever. And you can decorate, I can decorate this place with my wooden chopping board. So these are 2 of my wooden chopping boards, which I can place it here. So there is still some place to put the plants. So I'm always thinking about that. So this is a propagated snake plant. One of the portion of this plant had rotten, so I had actually propagated it, and it's been in the water for a very long time. So I can put it here. It doesn't need much light, so it will do well in the low light. And here are my knives. Okay, if you have pots of herbs, this is a sage which I use in soups generally, or say in grilling of meats or something like that. The flavor is really good if you guys haven't tried it. So if you have enough light, you can put, you know, a couple of herbs also in your countertop, and it becomes very easy to, you know, plug them when you're cooking, and it's completely fresh. It is, then you can have that farm to kitchen experience. So maybe I'll just put it here for now. There is one place here I was talking about that we can do something. So what I'll do is I'll fill it up with some water, and I have this philodendron celum. I think the name has changed now, which is huge, and every month it shoots up a new leaf which is enormous. So what I'll do is I'll fill it with water and just put the leaf in, the leaf cutting, and it stays for a very long time, like 2, 3, 4 weeks. This has a very interesting story. This is a fern. It is a very rare fern which I had, but it died one fine day. It just died. But it's a leaf. One of it looked very beautiful even when dried, so I've just kept it. So we can just place it somewhere here, maybe on top of these books. So this is the celum I was talking about. It's there actually in one of the videos where I have shown this space. I think that was way back, 1.5 years back. You can check out the video. But this has grown enormous. If you see the leaves, we have so many leaves that we can cut. And I think I might cut this one because it's blocking this space, difficult to go. So the idea is to cut it. Look at the leaf. It's huge. It's as if. So I washed the leaf because there was a lot of dust, and I'm wiping it down the stem, and we'll put it here. Ta-da! Wait, I have some more space there. We can put some plants there. So I have this Manjula Potho again, which we can put it here, and maybe I'll put back my propagation bottles here, which will look nice. So let me do that. This one I can put it here. I think that's enough. Yes, I think so. Another thing I wanted to mention, and you must have seen it already, that I don't have the normal tiles in this kitchen. I have these bricks. These are actually brick tiles, so they are basically clay bricks, but they are cut into about 1 inch thick when they are big, after I think they come out of the kiln. And so these are actually the bricks which I used to build houses, and these are attached with the cement. And I don't think so, at least I haven't seen anybody in India particularly having this kind of a kitchen. I won't say this is not functional at all, because I have been cooking here. One thing that might come to your mind, that how do I do with my this backsplash when I'm cooking. So what I've done is I have put a glass here. So this is a clear glass which kind of all the oil or whatever is there, it gets, you know, stuck here, and we kind of wipe it the same way that you do in your normal backsplash in your kitchen. So this kind of helps, and this is a good chimney, so it takes out all the, you know, the smoke and everything. So it's been what, 3 years, it's still good, and it's working well for me. enjoyed this video. I keep on rearranging, you know, all the rooms including the kitchen quite frequently, so this landscape might completely change after like a month or so. And I think that makes things more interesting, for particularly for plant lovers, right? There is nothing called a fixed state of, you know, either a fixed state of garden or a place. Plants keep on evolving, and so do we. So here we go. Thanks for watching, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please check out my Instagram account as well, which I'll put in the description box. So till next time, happy gardening. Bye.